As we enter the fall of the year, it's a time, of course, when spring calving herds are going to be weaning the calves and deciding which cows we need to cull out of the herd. One of the traits that I would really seriously consider is temperament. Now, we'd all like to get rid of those really crazy cattle in our herd that cause us a lot of problems when we're working with those calves. But now we've got another reason to consider temperament while we're selecting which cows to cull or which heifer calves to keep back as replacements, and that's profitability. You see, research done at Mississippi State University, published about 11 years ago, took a real look at temperament of cattle and how it affects long-term profitability. They took calves from 19 different herds in one of their feed-out projects, and they scored each calf on a scale of 1 to 5 on temperament. And they did that in basically 3 different ways. As the calves were in a pen together, as a technician would walk into the pen, they would score each individual calf based on how he acted as a pen score. Then they also gave him a score as he went into the working chute, and that was their chute score at 1 through 5. And the third method they used was what they call exit velocity. How rapidly did that calf jump out of the working chute after whatever process was being done was over? And then they combined those into a single score for each calf. As they followed those calves past weaning into the feedlot, what they found was that those calves with those higher temperament scores, those that were really excitable, aggressive calves, had lower profitability as they went through the feedlot phase, to the tune of $40 a head, which is pretty sizable. And you want to remember those numbers again are 11, 12 years old, so it may even be bigger today. As we're thinking about which cows we're culling this fall, which heifers we're going to keep back as replacements, let's remember that important part about temperament affecting not only our ability to handle the cattle, but profitability as well. Also, we know from research that temperament is heritable. The estimates are that someplace between 36 and 45% of the differences in temperament of cattle is due to genetics. And that means that we can make real progress in our herds by culling those wild ones, saving back the more docile cattle, and over time making our whole herd easier to work with, and therefore in the long run should be just a bit more profitable. We hope you keep this in mind as you cull cows and select heifers this fall and winter. And we look forward to visiting with you again next week on Sunup's Cow-Calf Corner.